So we want to make sure you guys know what they look like and how to set them to make sure that we don't have any pressure issues before the patient gets to the floor itself. So this is the standard ISO flex bed. Don't worry about the pump. We use that on the floor for certain situations. You guys just need to know what the bed is itself. This bed, the standard bed, is good up to 500 pounds or 227 kilos. That's where it varies some with the IsoAir, because the IsoAir is only good up to 350 pounds. They're about 159 kilos. So if they're over 350 pounds, you want to automatically put them, or you want to keep them on the IsoFlex. But if they're under that and they're going in ICU, you want to incorporate this IsoAir bed. This is what the bed looks like. It's still pretty similar to the other one, but it does have this big pump with it, with the big blue cord. On the floor, we use them for anybody under a Braden of 15, paras, quads, that kind of thing. I pulled this from a discussion I did with med-surg floors, so that's why it's got all the info. The big thing for you guys to know is how to set these beds. There are a series of buttons on them, and it's very important that we have these three, this upside down L, all set, because these control the alternating pressure, the low air loss, and the moisture management for the patient. So if you take your L, like if you're looking at it and it's an L, and you turn it upside down, that's going to be exactly how you set the bed right there. Those three buttons, and you want to make sure it's on. It's deceiving because the on button lights up even if the machine's not on. If it's just plugged in, it lights up white, and if you turn it on, it turns green. So keep that in mind, and make sure you're checking those pumps when you see those patients, so that way we can make sure that we've got them on the right bed and that we've got them set correctly. And then I'm working with Molly and some management to figure out how to make sure that the beds are available for you guys. So that's another piece that we are still working on. And we're happy to hear feedback if anybody has any suggestions. And that's really all I've got for you.
So if you don't have it and it is happening, they're over 300, who do we call?
If they're over 350 pounds?
They come to the OR and they don't have it, it's not set up, and they are going to ICU, who do we call in order to get one?
Well, if they're over 350 pounds, you're gonna put them on a standard bed. If they're under 350 pounds, you're gonna put them on the IsoAir, and that's where Molly and I are working on you guys ordering whatever IsoAirs you need the night before. So, and that's the piece that we're kind of fumbling through right now, but we're still working through, and we're meeting again tomorrow with transport to figure out how do we make sure you guys have those beds available. Because obviously, I understand you guys can't be scrambling for a bed at the end of surgery and trying to get it there in time. I mean, when they're done, you need to get them on a bed and get them out. So we get that part. So it may be a little bumpy through the transition, making sure we have the right beds, but I think any extra person we can get on an IsoAir is a win. It's more than what we've got right now.
Anesthesia techs know what they are, so if you notice, like let's say it's like an add-on, it wasn't on the schedule the day before, you notice, hey, I might need an IsoAir bed, you can always ask, or and then order one. Maybe call Mikey. Yeah. Well, the anesthesia techs know what they look like, so once one's ordered, they can come bring them to us. And
So who are they ordering them from?
Transport.
From transport, and that's who Molly and I are meeting with Tisha, the manager of transport, tomorrow to figure out how to work out the bugs there too.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure when you guys see them that you guys know what to do with them. Make sure the pump's on, make sure it's set correctly.
Because most of the time what's happening is they're getting on a standard bed when they need to be on ISO.
On an IsoAir,
and
make it to the ICU.
They might be in like a critical state to where they shouldn't be moved.
Right,
but
and the
they
ICU's
need to be
finding
on.
that they can't move them.
Yeah, so they need to be on the correct bed before they even get there. So. Any questions or anything about that?
Okay.